Hello and welcome to another edition of Night Terrors Phantoms. This is episode 25. We're continuing our series. We're actually on our way to a Flashpoint. I did do a couple missions offline. Nothing substantial, mostly just grinding for salvage. I did acquire a couple new toys that I want to play with. Specifically, I did get a small coil laser. So we're going to hopefully try that out. And in addition to that, I also got some snub PPCs, so we're going to try that out as well. Interested to see how they perform. I've heard good things on chats and message boards about the snub nose PPC. Many of you know I'm not a big fan of the PPC. Not that I dislike the weapon itself. It's primarily simply the fact that for the tonnage, I think that you can get more bang for your buck. For example, for 6 tons, I can have 6 small lasers instead of 1 PPC, just to give you an example. But I want to show it on the video. So I did equip one with my Battle Master. So our Flashpoint is going to be Operation Flattened Earth. It's actually a pretty good Flashpoint. Great opportunities for salvage. It's an interesting story if you haven't seen it before. So let's get into this Flashpoint. I'm going to click through these messages fairly quickly, and then I'm going to summarize. If you haven't seen the story before, feel free to pause if you want to read the dialogue a little bit more. So basically, there's a group of seditionists who are basically going against the religious and societal norms of the Capellan Federation. So they're asking us to get rid of this group. So we're at the point where you could say, we'll get the job done, or we'll just don't do that sort of work, and then the Flashpoint will be destroyed or end. So we're going to go ahead and accept the offer to assassinate these political opponents. And as you can imagine, that causes some conflict internally with our crew. Some people don't see a problem with this type of mission. Some people feel that this isn't the type of thing we shouldn't do. But you know what? We're mercenaries. And to be honest, we could use some goodwill with the Capellans because we've been kicking their butt for quite some time. So let's go ahead and take this first Flashpoint. So in the initial Flashpoint, we're going to actually go up against mercenaries that are helping the revolutionaries. So we're going to go with our Grasshopper. Now our Grasshopper, another thing I did pick up, as you can see, the Grasshopper's melee is through the roof. So I could do total damage of 150 per melee attack, in addition to all my small lasers which will fire, and I have stability damage of 110 with my strike. So this Grasshopper is the most powerful melee I've seen in this game, the vanilla game. I have never seen it get this high before because we have several mods, arm mods, that are really maximizing our ability to deal melee damage. In addition to that, we have our Battle Master, which I put the PPC on, so we're going to make sure we take that one for sure. We're going to take our Marauder with our Gauss rifle because I have had amazing success in a mission off camera. Basically, I was just getting all kinds of sniper shots to the head. It was just crazy. And there's going to be some good salvage in this mission. In addition to that, we have our Orion with our UAC-20, and I've also upgraded his heat bank so he can actually fire that AC-20 longer and harder. So this should be a really good lance. Let's see. Yeah, this is a pretty solid lance for what we're looking to do here. Gonna have 2 sensor lockers as need be. So let's get into this. So I enjoy this Flashpoint quite a bit. It's a challenge. You're up against other mercenaries, at least for the first round. It's definitely a Flashpoint that can really give you some challenges, as you'll see. So hopefully we could push through this Flashpoint. And get it all in one video. I've got about an hour. The first, if I'm not mistaken, there's 3 missions in this Flashpoint. The first one is relatively quick. The second one takes a little while, and the third one is fairly quick. So I can probably get it into an hour, especially since I didn't have quite the firepower that I had in the past when I did this mission. There's also some nice mech salvage to get here, so definitely looking forward to seeing what we can get here in salvage as well. It's 3.5 skull. It feels about right. You know, I just did one offline and it was 3.5 and it felt like 4.5. So, you know, you always have to take those skull ratings with a grain of rice because things could change quickly. All right, I want you to hunt down the Razorback Company's Cyclops. It appears it's running in stock configuration. It'll be combat capable at any range. Okay. Alright, that's just some exposition. Okay. So this is actually a different map than has usually been used on this mission. So that's kind of interesting. We're going to go the long way here so we can kind of try to get to the high ground. Possibly. Alright, so the Cyclops is there. Actually, this might be the same map that it was used on it before. After a while, sometimes these maps, yeah, it's probably the same map that I've used before with this mission. Alright, we're just going to power up, push up. Alright, we got a Shadowhawk. Alright, a couple LRMs. Nothing we can't handle at this stage of the game. So we got a Shadowhawk, another 55 tonner.
What can I do for you?
Let's move forward. Maybe I should have tried out the coil in retrospect with this mission because I actually put it on my flea just to see what it could do. Or maybe not. We got a 60 tonner. It's either a dragon or it might be a rifleman.
Waiting for orders. Aye, aye.
We've already done a lot of damage to this Shadowhawk.
Copy that.
I could have done a targeted strike there, but that's okay. We got knocked down. Remember, it's tagged, and when it's tagged, it actually gives a buff to our weapons. So, all right, what else? Okay, we got a quick draw over there. All right. Let's see if we can just finish this guy off. I'm not going to use my AC-20. Well, you know what? Why not? I mean, I have enough rounds. I should be fine. As you can see, that AC-20 just does unreal damage. Love it. Alright, we'll move up with our Battle Master. Alright, this is our chance to see the snub PPC in action. Keep in mind the 40% chance hit there, so we might not hit with this snub PPC, but I just want to see what it looks like. So as you can see, it's like a shotgun type of blast. Did a fair amount of damage there, actually. Even though it was a 40% chance of hitting. Alright, got another mech moving into support. We should be fine.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Right, let's keep moving up our Grasshopper.
Moving to position.
So we got another Shadowhawk here. Let's tag him. Okay, we got the tag in. I'm telling you, the Grasshopper as a melee and scout tagger combination just works really nice.
Copy that.
So watch this. Now that Shadowhawk has a tag, we have a 35% chance of getting a hit in the head. So what do you think we should shoot for? Boom! Lethal damage. They say 35%, but from what I've seen, the combination of a tag and a scout or a tactician armed with a Gauss rifle, it's really closer to like 50% that you get a headshot. It's really significant. Let's just shred up this quick draw. Oh, we missed on both those AC-20 shots. Can't believe it.
Receiving you.
But that's okay. We're going to give our Battle Master a shot here with our snub PPC. This is a pretty good combination. I got an AC-5++, snub PPC, SRM-6+++, and a couple plus medium lasers. This should be all she wrote right here. I'm amazed it stood up against that. That was pretty surprising. All right, we got a Jagger mech. All right, we got to get that Jagger mech out of here the next round.
I hear you.
It's just gotta be. So we're gonna get some plus heat here.
Ready, Commander. Moving out.
But I want to get this Jagger mech tagged if I can. Alright, we got a tag on it. Excellent. Oh, quick draw. You're just moving up to my Grasshopper, which makes you an easy target.
Receiving you.
Let's move our Marauder.
On the move.
Get the best head projective. And we got a 95% chance, 35% chance going for the head again.
Acknowledged.
Lethal head strike.
Hostile removed.
I mean, how many rounds would I have to deal with that Jagger mech before I took it out? Probably 2 or 3. But a Gauss rifle, a tag, and a tactician combined really does a lot of damage. My Grasshopper saying, I want the kill here, but nah, AC-20 finish it off. Alright, so now we got the Cyclops left. Again, this is a relatively quick mission, so where is that Cyclops? So he's somewhere over there. Alright, so just sprint forward. Alright, got targeting on the Cyclops.
On the move.
Pardon me, witches, I brought an archer here because I could grind up the Cyclops, but I actually want to try to get maximum salvage here. So what should I do? I think we're going to sprint everybody up.
Ready for orders.
4 around. Get them into cover. See if I can get all of a Cyclops. Cyclops would be a nice mech to add because it has some buffs. Alright, we're just going to move Embrace here.
Waiting for orders.
Move Embrace.
Copy that.
Now one thing I can do, my snub PPC has the range. Maybe we can take off some sensors on this Cyclops. Let's see.
Our primary target is taking
Alright, we did a little bit of damage there. Alright, but it's time for the winning combo. Grasshopper with a tag. 65% chance. Come on, hit with that tag. Oh, we missed with the tag. Alright.
Commander.
See if I move up the Marauder,
Moving to position.
just to show you. My hit percentage for the head actually is 35. It shouldn't be. Maybe I did hit with the tag. I don't think I did, but it's giving me the buff. So let's go for the head. Alright, we took off an arm. See, as you can see, we don't hit the head every time. So if we try to go for one of these legs. Ooh. That AC-20. Can't do that anymore if I want to try to get full salvage.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, let's move our Battle Master this way so he doesn't try to get away from us.
Yes, Commander.
Good to go.
Alright. Grasshopper. Right. Now, I admit I'm being a little gamey here, but I want to see if I can get this Cyclops fully intact.
Tell me what to shoot.
Right, so we got him tagged. This is probably going to end it one way or the other, because the Gauss rifle's either going to take off his head or probably finish him off. So let's see, precision strike. Hit the head. Come on, buddy.
Engaging.
Head destroyed. Lethal damage. 3 out of 5 mechs destroyed with headshots. That's one way to maximize salvage, right?
Mission successful.
Also speeds up the missions. Alright. Got some good XP. No damage. And there you have it. We've got a Cyclops. Cyclops has a lot of interesting characteristics. Alright, let's see what else we get. Jagger mech part. But we got a Cyclops, so that alone is very nice. Alright. So that was a pretty quick mission. You know, getting 3 kills with headshots out of 5 definitely sped up the mission by a fair amount. So, you know, it's kind of interesting, and it's why you can't just look at the raw damage stats for your mechs and your pilots for that matter, because if you look at my Marauder, it's arguably the least powerful mech in my primary lance, even with that Gauss rifle. But the fact that it can do what it does is pretty phenomenal. So let's see. I have an extra Marauder. I don't know. What do I give up? What do I give up? Actually, it's pretty easy. I could get rid of this Banshee at this point. And send that Jagger mech to storage. The Banshee is completely useless. I've just been keeping it because of the tonnage. Alright, we're being hailed by Commander Abernathy. I'm going to go ahead and take the call here. Just if people haven't seen this Flashpoint, they probably would like to see this. So basically, the enemy commander right, so I can honor the contract, or I can work for the Valkyrites. We're going to honor our contract. And, you know, he's going to put the knife in me, make me feel a little bad. But the reality is, it's the best play for me. Alright, so this is a 4 skull mission in the Tundra, which actually benefits us quite a bit. We're going to max out salvage. The question is, should I take my Cyclops? Because it's a plus initiative, but the armor is kind of weak, and I need to like play with this thing to get it to where I want it to be. So we're not going to do that. I think our base lance actually should do nicely on this mission. So let's just go ahead and deploy. I really like that scouting ahead with the Grasshopper and tagging and then getting a headshot. It's great. It's awesome. Awesome tool. And I see no problem with taking advantage of that. You know, it's a combination of making my Marauder relevant. Because here's the thing. The Marauder, at this stage, with some of these battles, is kind of a little light. It's only 75 tons. But it gives all of your lance at 10% buff for defense, which when you use cover is really significant. Basically, you're taking half the damage you would out of cover. So it's really significant. And having the Gauss rifle on the Marauder gives it enough punch, especially if it can get a couple headshots per mission, to really be an effective weapon, even though it's technically out-tunned in most cases here. So, but it's great. I can have it in the rear, taking sniper shots. You know, I really want to use this grasshopper
Good to go.
in its new firepower. All right, so okay, so this is actually one of my. This is the hardest mission of this combination. I mean, the first time, I'll be honest with you, the first time I did this mission, it took me so many tries. It was driving me crazy. I think we're going to have a better situation here because I have a much more powerful lance than when I did this. And once you figure out how to beat this mission, and I'll kind of explain as we go along, is we're going to get several waves of enemy units just swarming down this, and you're just going to get overwhelmed and overloaded. Now, the fact that we have the Marauder giving us a buff and giving us headshot ability is significant here. All right, so what do we got here? Well, we got an SRM carrier and another 80-ton vehicle. So we definitely have to get this SRM carrier off the field. Gauss rifle has got it partially down. I don't know if we can get anything else in range to finish it off. See what happens here. Right, here we go. So the mechs are going to start coming down. The challenge with this mission is the enemy mechs come down almost faster than you have the ability to take them out traditionally. Alright, I need to get this SRM carrier off the field. Come on, Battlemaster. Alright, nice. I'm still not sold on the snub-nosed PPC. I mean, I have to play with it quite more to really see if I have an affinity for this PPC. So we're going to move up the grasshopper here. Alright, we got a rifleman. See if we can get tag on it. Not the best hit percentage. No, we didn't get tag. That's alright. Here comes the reinforcements.
What's up, boss?
What's that other vehicle? The Demolisher. I'm gonna argue that the Rifleman is a bigger threat than the Demolisher, even though the Demolisher probably has an AC-20 on it. Alright, good. So I can actually move my Orion up. See if we can get this Demolisher off the field. Alright, that was good. See, once you have significant firepower, this mission is not that difficult. But if you have a lower level lance, it's really hard to fight through this because the reinforcements are only going to get harder as they get closer.
Yes, Commander. Move order
It'd be nice if we can. Alright, let's go for the leg on this rifleman. Try to get him down before anybody else shows up. That was a lot of nice damage, I have to say. Alright, we got a 40-tonner coming.
Waiting for
Now,
orders.
it could be that they nerfed this mission because
Aye, aye.
either I've gotten a lot better, which is true because I've been playing this game forever now, or let's go for the head. You know what? Why not? Lethal damage, headshot. Gotta say.
Hostile removed.
I hear you.
Now the question is, right, we're gonna be a little aggressive here because I think we can. So we're gonna move up our grasshopper. I want to get the grasshopper in a position where I can show you its new upgraded melee. Because I think it's going to be a pretty strong game changer. Alright, we got a vehicle down here we're going to have to deal with. And we got some more significant. So we got a Jaggermech, a rifleman probably, or a dragon, and a 75-tonner down there.
Waiting for orders. On the move.
And a demolisher trying to flank us. Let's see if we can get rid of that demolisher here. Ooh, that PPC does give you some punch to pop some vehicles, I will say that. Alright, so now they gotta come through this
Yes,
alley.
Commander.
So I think what I want to do here is I want to reserve.
Standing by.
See if they'll come to me. Keep reserving. Alright, we got a rifleman. So let's move, so we can just get vision
Move it out.
on this rifleman. Hit it with the tag. Alright.
Orders.
Right, Twinkle, I set you up.
Moving out.
Let's take advantage of it, shall we?
Roger that.
Ooh. Did some damage. Didn't hit the head, though.
Commander.
Alright, we can actually move up the Battle Master. That's what it's for. We've got a pretty good combination of weapons with this AC-5 and the Snub PPC. Alright, we took off one of the guns. Very nice.
Reporting. Critical hit.
You know what? We can actually move up the Orion here. And just do a sprint to the next bit of cover. Alright, we got an assassin. Is he close enough?
I hear you.
Yes. Alright, so here's our first opportunity to try the upgraded Grasshopper with its new melee hit. Oh, look at that. Beautiful damage. Ooh, didn't quite take him out.
Another hit like that, and you're toast.
Jaggermech. Gonna make my Grasshopper pay. That's alright. I can handle that for a round.
Receiving you.
Alright, so let's see if we can get rid of this Jaggermech.
Take shot.
Nice shot to the head. Didn't hit. Alright. You like to hit us with ACs, huh? How about some AC-20, Jaggermech? Oh, bye-bye, Jagger Mech.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Oh, that was nice. Rifleman tries to hit me with his AC from behind.
Minor damage, Commander.
I don't know if that was the best move.
Moving to position.
Let's see if we can just finish off this assassin.
Copy that.
Very nice.
That's a kill.
Alright,
Waiting
witness.
for orders.
Alright, see if we can finish off this rifleman with some... Look at that. Look at that melee damage. Beautiful. And of course we just follow up with some
Gotcha.
senseless barrage with
Ready for
firepower.
orders.
Alright, let's sprint up.
Roger that.
We got one more target left. It's a 75 tonner, but there's only one. There can only be one. Alright, it's an Orion.
Yes, boss.
Alright, one negative about my Lance is I do not have a lot of missiles in my current Lance.
What's that, boss?
But there's 4 of them.
Going full throttle.
Good to go. Moving to position.
4 of us and 1 of him, so
Firing up target.
get him tagged here. Now, just a reminder to everybody, theoretically, the tag does provide a enhancement to your targeting for 3 turns.
Warning.
But
Armor low.
the biggest impact is the first turn that he's tagged, because theoretically the lock starts to decay over time. So that's why I keep tagging as much as possible.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Good to go. Yes, I'm there. Copy. Inflicted some heavy damage.
Commander.
Headshot? No, no headshot. Knockdown though.
Commander?
Witness really wants to get a kill.
Affirmative.
There we go.
Enemy down.
Mission successful.
Alright. Should have just enough time to power through the last mission for this flashpoint. Alright, no damage, no injuries, good XP. I'll take the rifleman to sell. Actually, we can take 2 riflemen to sell, because I already have parts for this N version. And then we'll take the assassin because I can sell that too. Trying to focus on padding up the compensation for this mission. So I'm going to try to push through the dialogue here. Shouldn't take that long. But I just want to push through, see if we can get through this last mission, and hopefully get this flashpoint done within an hour.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander. That mech you wanted is back online. That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Alright, we're just going to send these to storage. Just pad our wallets at the end of this mission. Now for this mission, what do we want to do? I'm going to take my my archer here because there are some turrets that we need to deal with. Spoiler alert on this mission, so I want to make sure I have some missiles available. So as much as I love playing with my Ultra Cannon 20, we'll give it a break. Needs to cool off after all those kills. Incidentally, I think they did a good job with the modeling of the AC weapon so far. I've only had an UAC 20, but I do like the fact that it generates more than twice the heat. So you have to actually, you can't just slap it on and say, okay, I've got double the firepower. Because you have to take pros and cons. Like you might have to take off a couple medium lasers, add a heat bank. There's a lot of components that you have to put together. You can't just put a UAC on there and just go to town with double the firepower. So there's consequences to the weapon choice. I like that. Alright, this is the last mission.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, so we have to take out this enemy. We have to take out this enemy base. You know, the protagonists are kind of pleading their case that, hey, we're just innocent victims, yada yada yada, which probably is true, but at the end of the day, we're a mercenary company, and we have got targets to take out, so that's what we're going to focus on.
Copy that.
Edge over here so we can get to the cover. We got a 60 tonner, a 60 tonner, and a 55 tonner. So
What can I do for you?
we should be able to push through pretty good on this. Got a Griffin, Dragon, an unknown mech over there. Alright, let's focus on the Griffin, because I can get a tag on it. Also did a lot of damage. These mechs are pretty roughshod here. Hahaha, my Grasshopper's got way more armor than you've got firepower on that Griffin.
Roger.
Just gonna try to push through this because I want to complete this mission, so let's just go for the headshot here.
Engaging.
There we go. Lethal damage.
Target neutralized.
Alright, we got a
I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
quick draw.
Waiting for order.
That's fine.
Move order received.
Dragon. The best target for our missiles here.
Solid connection on that one.
It's not in good shape. Alright, here come the turrets I told you about. So we need to get rid of these guys so that those turrets don't have vision
Major armor loss.
any longer than they have to. There goes the dragon.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Commander? Right, Commander.
Here with our grasshopper. Oh, we can do a full load of lasers. Beautiful.
Waiting for orders. Copy that.
Yeah, we're trying to get this guy off the field because we don't want those turrets to shoot at us again. Let's go for the head.
Got it.
There we go. Lethal damage. Gotta love
Target
it.
eliminated.
Receiving you.
Alright, we need to sprint forward.
Let's go.
Get our eyes on these turrets. There's going to be a second group of reinforcements. That's fine. Alright, let's push forward, push forward, push forward.
Enemy detected.
These turrets are going to take their pound of flesh, but
Damage minimal.
I think we'll be fine.
Good to go.
Alright, witness, move up.
Moving to position.
Let's get a bead on that turret.
Right, Commander.
Get it tagged. Alright, we got a 60 tonner and an 80 tonner. Okay,
Ready for orders.
maybe an awesome.
Acknowledged.
That would be cool because I need some awesome parts actually. Gauss rifle for the win.
Roger that.
Not quite. Those turrets are tough.
Waiting for orders. Location confirmed.
Be a little aggressive with our archer here because I want to do some multi-targeting.
Got it.
Alright, there goes one turret. Not quite on the second turret. Move up our battle master. Alright, so we got quick draw and an 80 tonner. All the more reason to get these turrets off the field right now. So I don't have to fight turrets and mechs at the same time. That's where things get dangerous. turrets in and of themselves are not. Alright, oh, we got a Victor. Okay. Wonder if that's the Victor I sold when I took one out offline. Maybe.
Waiting for orders. On my way. Affirmative. They've got a sensor lock on me.
Yes, Commander.
Gotta
Moving
get
out.
Twinkle in position where it can help me with these
Engaging
reinforcements.
target.
Phoenix Hawk. Alright, that's fine. The AI never really uses Phoenix Hawks correctly.
Commander.
Try to do some multi-target again. Let's see. Not the best hit percentages on that Phoenix Hawk, but I do want to don't want to overkill this turret when I don't need to. There we go.
That turret is gone.
Alright, so we got a alright, so we gotta take these guys up on the hill seriously. Actually start working on the Victor first. That Victor does have some decent firepower with that stock AC-20, so we need to try to get that off the field.
Good to go.
If only I had the ability
Affirmative.
to maybe get a headshot.
Tell me what to shoot.
I think you know where I'm going here. Alright, we got some heavy damage coming in on our
Orders.
Battle Master, but that's what it's for, so it's alright.
Roger that.
Alright. Come on, headshot. Not quite.
Solid connection on that one.
Oof. See, now they're really going to go after that Battle Master until I can push some other people forward. Yeah. Ooh, overheat. Alright. Phoenix Hawk melee? No, he just wants to come in close. Ouch, ouch, ouch. But that might be a little bit of a blessing in disguise.
Coordinates received.
Let's do multi-target here.
Confirmed.
Alright, there goes that Victor. Alright, we gotta move our Battle Master back here. Really good hit percentages here on this Phoenix Hawk. Take that.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Alright, Battle Master has to hang in there. The Battle Master is getting toasty.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
Waiting for orders.
Alright. Let the grasshopper do what it does best. Oof.
Damage minimal.
That Phoenix Hawk is doing almost as much damage to itself as it is to me. Ooh, headshot. Not too shabby.
That's a kill.
Alright, they're gonna have to come in and do melee. On my archer, that's fine with me.
Damage minimal.
Alright.
Let's do this.
Don't often melee with my archer, but
Physical attack. Reporting. Critical hit.
Engaging physical attack. Enemy mech destroyed.
alright, what are you gonna do, buddy? Battle Master again.
Warning. Armor breached.
I hope you enjoyed that.
Commander?
Witness is gonna finish this guy off. He should. There we go.
That's a kill.
What's up, boss?
Alright, now we got some buildings to take out.
Copy that.
I'm reading heavy damage to an enemy structure. Bring it. Good shot, Commander. Enemy structure down.
Grabbing that one.
Yes, Commander. Heading out. Firing. Planted that one.
These buildings just don't have a chance.
Commander,
Good to go.
Need to actually split someone around to start working on that last turret.
waiting for orders.
So we'll just send these two
Gun.
in to work on that
Good
turret.
to go.
Of course, the archer, does the archer have vision? Not on the turret yet. So we'll finish off that last building.
Method inbound, Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
You can meet me at the LZ, but I'm not going to be there because I really don't want to spend a half hour going around the map when I can just take out this turret.
Waiting for orders. Got it. Got it.
Good hits there.
Standing by. Heading out. Firing on target.
There we go. And that's the end of the
Turret
flashpoint.
eliminated.
Alright, here from some social commentary about whether it was the right thing to take them out or not, yada yada yada. Again, I fall back to the hey, we're mercenaries. Sometimes in this game, you just have to be ruthless. Because we're probably going to get a lot more special salvage. Plus, we're going to improve our reputation with one of the major houses by completing this mission. So, a little damage to the Battle Master. Nothing we can't handle. Ooh, LRM 10 plus plus plus. We'll take that. Let's see. Yeah, this Armad is probably harder to get than anything else. And I'm not too worried about the mech parts. We've got plenty of mechs to sell after this mission, so let's get the last part of this flashpoint and our rewards, and we should get it in just over an hour. So it's a pretty quick flashpoint if you know what to expect, and you've got the mechs that can handle the mission. Yeah, sometimes if you don't have the mechs with the same firepower, maybe you have to do some fighting retreats somewhere in there, especially in the second and third mission, just so you can stay away from those turrets, for example, in the third mission. But generally speaking, it's a pretty simple flashpoint. Alright, glad to be of service. More supposition about whether it was the right thing to do. We got $1 million payout. Heat bank plus plus. That's a really nice, valuable piece of equipment. I got a Black Knight part, so I'm going to have a Black Knight. I would really like that. You could combine that heat bank and a Black Knight, and you can have one heck of a weapon. PPC plus plus plus, LRM 10 plus plus plus, AC2 plus plus plus, a Zeus part, a TTS, LRM 15 plus plus, a cockpit mod, a leg mod, locust part, locust part, locust part. Okay.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Alright.
That mech you wanted is back online.
So we got some stuff to play with here. Obviously, we're going to send this locust to storage. Black Knight. What do I want to give up for a Black Knight? Decisions are tough at this stage of the game. Yeah, I have enough missile mechs at this point. I think I can put this catapult into storage. Because I've got several archers. 3 archers that I have available now. So, if you're here for battles, we're not going to do any more battles. We're just going to look at our new mechs and see if we can max them out. So we got a Cyclops. So the tonnage is nice on the Cyclops. Right, so we're going to take off the LRM 10. We're going to take off the AC-20. Doesn't fit what the mission profile is for a Cyclops. It's fire support. It's not going in close with AC-20s. Doesn't make any sense. Let's max the armor for now. Might take some of that off. For example, I don't think I need 100 in the rear. Let's see, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That gives us some decent tonnage to play with here. So, we're going to put on a cockpit Oh, it has a battle computer, so we can't put in a cockpit mod. Alright. We can put in a gyro. Whoa. Take out that SRM4. We're starting from scratch here, people. So we're going to put in a +1 hit defense gyro. The melee is actually pretty high on this sucker. Interesting. Tonnage for that. Alright, we're going to put an AC2 on this. AC2++. Bear with me. There's a method to my madness here. Actually, let's put 2 AC2. No, it can't put 2 AC2s. Alright. So we need ammo for the AC2s. One ton should be plenty for the AC2. That's 25 rounds. That's plenty. Alright, that's just to give it some long range firepower. Now what if we put on a snub-nosed PPC? I don't like the fact I have to put it into an arm, but it is what it is. Alright, we got 3 tons remaining. Alright, we're going to take some tonnage off the legs. There. Gets me close. Gets me close. Our energy efficiency. You know what? I can't put a snub-nosed PPC on this thing. I can't. But I can put an LRM-15. Again, we're going to go with a ton of ammo here. It's a decent build. It's going to run hot. We'll give that a try.
I'll get it in the schedule.
We'll give that a try. Let's look at our Black Knight. A Black Knight, which is probably where that snub-nosed PPC should go in. Take off the regular PPC. Let's see. We're going to put on a Heat Bank plus because this thing is going to run hot for sure. We're going to take our Snub-nose PPC. Up the firepower there. Take out this large laser. Put on some medium lasers. Take out this large laser. Put on a medium laser plus 10 damage. Medium laser. Okay. Eight tons remaining. What we're gonna do, I normally don't do this, but let's do 2 PPCs. So we're gonna have the snub-nose PPC, we're gonna have the PPC plus 30 stability damage. We can upgrade his melee here without any tonnage, because Black Knights are actually great melee. Let's see. Do +1 melee hit. Max out the armor. That's not a bad build. We're actually going to take out the small laser. And we'll put in a cockpit mod. Max out the armor a little bit more. That's a pretty solid build. That's a pretty solid build. Especially with that snub-nose PPC. Alright. So that's all we're going to do for this video. So we'll see you soon on another video for Commando Gaming and BattleTech Battles. Please subscribe and we'll see you on the next video. Talk to you soon.